Hey, I would like to use our first event recording as a demo for what I would like you guys to do whenever you go to an event. So our first event recording has already been moved to the SB News Share folder where I'd like you guys to put all your video stuff. It's already been properly labeled by the topic and the group who did it. The only thing that needs to be done still is it needs to be moved into the event shots folder and then in a folder of its project. All these are improperly moved in here. So I was expecting some B-roll from the DECA to be in there, but it's not. So far this is what we have from the DECA event.
Base business. This is our first store, and our second store will be located inside the cafeteria. We pre-stocked and priced everything according to what we believe will be best for our fellow students.
Okay. So far, the audio's not great. We didn't have an external mic. We can hear her, and it's great to use clips if we can. So what she had just said is something that you may want to use. So what I have going here is an outline of what all is going to be in the episode 1 of Mosquito Bite News. I got the ideas from emails that were sent to me or looking at Twitter, Facebook, and seeing what's been posted. So far it's going to be the Chris Bingham hat design, the staff word, mesquite reeds. The Skeeters were the best in the mesquite reeds competition. All district choir got some recognition. And we need to find out the scores of volleyball, football, the latest updates by the time that this first newscast is going to go. I did have a question about whether cross country will have an update. They had that Tyler Lee Classic. We need to check on that too before the script is completely done. So I adjusted all the script for that, but now here's the DECA part. So on the DECA part, DECA, we need to know what that means. So I'll add a note, need to be able to describe the club. I know it's a business club, but what is DECA? We need to look that up. Need to be able. DECA had a ribbon cutting last week for its new spirit box. The person who's responsible for paper in your group should be the one to try to make sure that they know the name of the person speaking. So her. We can find out later when Miss Bianici speaks, but we need to know her name.
Stocked and priced everything according to what we believe will be best for our fellow students.
Okay, so she said we stocked and priced everything. These students put together a plan to get the box up and to get the box to best serve the school. I'm just trying to find a way to lead into her quote. According to name and title. So we need to know her title with the event. So we got to figure that out. And now here's our quote. Let's figure out what she said here. So you're giving a guide to the B-roll that's going to be put in this.
According to what we believe will be best for our fellow. Pre-stocked and priced everything.
We pre-stocked and priced everything. ... How does it end?
Everything according to what we believe will be best for our fellow.
Okay, you see how the camera moves there? That's why I'm so strict about 10-second hold, because this is a better shot than it previously was, but it would have been better to just stay on that shot because now we have a move in the shot and it's distracting. We need a continuous 10-second hold. Okay, we don't want her shrug, so the students is where it's going to end. And that's a short quote. It was from about 7 seconds to 13. It's good to have a little note for the editor to know where to find that stuff so that they don't have to look through the whole thing.
Thank you guys all for coming to our ribbon cutting event. This is the phase one, like Emily said, of our grant money that we received.
She said, like Emily said, so we know her name is Emily, but we don't know her last name. Emily so-and-so.
Last year, and we wanted to welcome you guys to the opening of the Spirit Box. As Emily had mentioned, this is going to be...
See? Big habit of moving the camera. This is a better shot than it previously was, but find a shot that will work and stick with it so that you don't want to be changing your shot mid-sentence. We want full quotes without having to change the camera in case we don't have any B-roll to cover that.
They're going to create the marketing mix for this.
You can hear a lot of chatter in the background, people shushing. This is probably not something we can use, sadly.
Input on what types of items that you want to see in there. They did a lot of research on their pricing and things like that. So this is also a co-curricular project as well. So we thank you so much for joining us today. This is a big event for the DECA kids today. So without further ado.
Okay. So we had 2 cameras at this event, but now we've lost our subject. This is our main focus, so it's good that we're focused here, but we've lost our subject. Might be good to stay trained on the person and then come with the person to wait. You can see there's a focus issue. That's due to autofocus.
Kids, I'm excited about what you're going to do. Excited about DECA and the box, and y'all do great things.
Thank you.
Okay, so from 118 to 128, that's definitely our B-roll shot that we're going to do. 118, because that was a good shot, and continuous to 128. We need another line in here to transition. The students put together a plan to get the box to best serve the school, according to Emily. The box will offer a variety of items, and the funds will be used for... So you see, now we have some questions we need to answer to finish out this script. What are the items in the box? What will the funds be used for? Okay, these are things that you should try to be thinking about while you're at the event so that you could ask. One of the things that I asked when I was at the event is, there was a girl standing next to me, and I said, hearing Miss Bianici say that it was part of a business plan, I said, how'd you guys decide what to get in the box? And she started explaining that it was just things that the class thought that people might need and want, but getting an interview on the business plan that went behind that could give us more depth in this story. So be looking for, can you interview her? Can you interview her? It was a loud event, so it may be good to just go interview somebody now that it's after. And then the only other thing we need is just some close-ups of the products, which I believe the other group got. We just need to find. So what we'll want to end up with is announcer talking, clip from quote, announcer talking, and some B-roll of the items going. But you, as the event group producers, what you want to do is you want to go, you want to get the shots, you want to think about how you're going to put them together, which shots you're going to use, and then come up with the wording and transitions and note the shots, because you were at the event, you know better what's going on than anybody else. So you're the one to put together the little script to show how things can transition, and this is how you would do that. So I hope you have a good time, and let me know if you need any help.